What's up, guys? It is JBeebs here, and welcome to my very first FIFA 22 video, first episode of my first series on FIFA 22, and of course, the first episode of a brand new series, Harrogate Town Career Mode. Starting things off with FIFA 22, doing this, obviously Harrogate Town, if you don't know who they are, that'll make sense in a little bit, but basically is how I'm kind of starting things, and I'm also experimenting with a little bit of a new style. Pretty much each episode will be just about 1 month an episode. Obviously, I'm going to try to play at least one game an episode, but, if there's eventually, once we get down the road, Champions League ties, first and second leg, going to play, obviously, more than one game in a month. So some episodes will be jam-packed, some episodes will have, barely nothing. And that's just kind of the way it's going to be. There's going to be those fluctuations. I can guarantee you, down in League 2, March, April, and probably even May might not have, anything going on. But, September, August, January, and June might be some of our most action-packed months. So that's just kind of how this series is going to go, kind of how I'm thinking of doing things, and hopefully it ends up working. So we are going to be using Harrogate Town. They are all the way down in EFL League 2. We're starting off bottom tier of English football that is leased on FIFA. And our goal is just to win the Champions League. That is the ultimate goal. Last episode will be a live gameplay on the Champions League, but it's obviously going to take a while to get there, and that is why we are here. We're here for the journey, and it's going to be a long one. I'm not going to lie. It's probably going to be at least, might end up being maybe 100 episodes. Just kind of thinking how things are going to go, looking at 12 episodes as a season, just kind of calculating that. Chances are it could be 100 plus episode series, but I'm totally okay with that because I'm here for the journey. And hopefully you guys will join me as well. But I chose Harrogate Town really because of their board expectations. I mean, their highest thing is their youth development, and first season I like to invest heavily in the youth academy just to kind of get a good strong foundation and then add pieces in from there. So it actually works out pretty well for me. And the team that we are going to be using, not going to lie, I can't have much input on. We're playing a 4-4-2. It's pretty basic, pretty simple. There isn't one significantly better portion of the team than another, but you're looking at between the starting lineup and the substitutes, all but one of our players. We have one reserve, so I have to bring in players from the youth academy for substance reasons, because if we lose a player, then we don't have any people to call on, and we lose 2 players, we're going into a game down a man, essentially, off the bench. So obviously, you have to bring in a lot of players, but I don't necessarily hate the fact that I wasn't able to do much with the team. I think it's pretty good. I think that there's a pretty good foundation. Got a couple of younger players, a couple of older players, and we'll just have to see who performs and who doesn't to see who stays around and who leaves. And we got to get things started with the Youth Academy, and that will be starting with Unai Aquino, Bolivian goalkeeper, 57 to 79 potential, 53 overall. He's not going to be here for much longer, but like I said, we just need players, and there might be games where we have 2 goalkeepers on the bench because no one else is fit. Same potentially goes for Tony Fresner, German goalkeeper. He's a 56 overall, 63 to 87 potential, 3-star weak foot. I don't know if he'll be a full-time starter, but he could be a pretty interesting, pretty reliable goalkeeper off the bench. Bruce Lewis will also be joining the first team Canadian left mid. He's a very good passer. He's got a little bit of pace, but he can't shoot, which is an issue for me. And he only has a max potential of 71. I know there's dynamic potential, but it's not worth it with a player of his quality, his caliber. So I'll send him up. Will most likely get sold probably next season. But we just need players. So somehow in the preseason we ended up winning it all. 1-0 victory over Verbersbois. And that's really good because I'm pretty sure the prize money was about 1.6 million. And with that money, we were able to afford a 4-star youth scout. Like I said, first season, I like to invest in the youth. And we're starting off by sending our scout to England for 9 months. No specific instructions. We just need some good young players. The preloaded youth scout that I got, the 1-star, is going to Scotland for 9 months. Again, just get me, and I just needed players. And I bought a second scout, 2-star. They're going to the United States for 9 months. Again, just to get us some players. So this episode is coming to a close, and this is something I'm going to be doing with this series. If it, I might do it for other series, but as we end each episode, I'll look at the schedule coming up for the next month and try to figure out what game I'm going to play to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. So next episode, there isn't really, you got to play the first game of the season against Rochdale. We're at home as well to get a win on our very first managerial appearance. That would be pretty good. I think it's the Carabao Cup and the Papa John's Trophy are the two cup games. I could care less about those two cups. So I have just decided, let's just start the season off against Rochdale. And I'm probably going to do that every single month. So yeah, guys, that is the first episode of the Harrogate Town Career Mode series. Pretty good start, I think. Hopefully our youth academy can produce us some players, because again, we don't have anybody off the bench really. So it'll be interesting. But if you guys kind of like this format, kind of like this series, let me know down below. Kind of how I think I want to do stuff in the future. A lot more of this, shorter content. Not really, less of the 15 to 20 minute videos. This video is going to end up being a little under 7 minutes probably. So, just something, quick. Gotta keep the people engaged. And yeah, I don't really know what else I was going to say. Subscribe if you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. And it is JBeebs signing off.